Hello friends, in this video we will see the synopsis of economic survey. That is, we will see the complete economic survey in a nutshell. If you had seen the previous video on schedule, we were not able to accommodate economics per se in a comprehensive manner because of the lack of time. Very less number of days are left for prelims, and hence what I thought was I'll make a separate video on economics and I would make it a question based video, or I'll make a video where I'll condense the economic survey completely in a question based manner for preliminary examination. So what and all important questions I feel could be asked from the economic survey, I would put in this video. And I will also make it a current affairs based video, so that you will not be, or you will cover a portion of current affairs related to economics as well. And by doing all this, I thought you would be completing a portion of core economics as well. By doing this, you would be able to complete economics, a substantial portion of economics by the end of the video. So without any delay, we'll go into the video. So this will be economic survey through graphs, and I am J.Sivarajarajendran and I have given 9 attempts in UPSC, and in that 8 mains and 6 interviews. So this video will be based on the graphs and tables in economic survey, and I would present it in a manner that we will see directly the important questions that may be asked in 2021 preliminary examination. So important questions, graphs, important questions on key economic concepts, and also important programs the government has taken up. So we'll go to the video. So if you had seen economics portion per se, UPSC has always concentrated on a key thing called as trends. So the questions are actually surrounding around what is the trend of GDP growth, what is the trend of import, what is the trend of export in India, what is the trend mean. They are asking for a period of time. So like this, how it has been. So where they are taking all this means they are taking from the economic survey only. So in this, for example, in this graph you will see growth of gross value added, that is GDP, in the sense you can think about as GDP as well, or gross value added. Now they have changed it. In the gross value added, if you see growth of the total economy, whether it has been, the trend has been completely, so this is what they will ask. In prelims, if you see, they will ask that growth has been increasing steadily, that is it has been increased without any interruption, they will ask. But if you see the from 2013, check this. That is why I say you don't have to remember the data, but remember the concept of trend. See this, it has increased like this till 8, or it has increased till 2015, and it has stabilized, and now it is in a declining fashion, and this is post COVID. So it has come down minus 7.2 gross value added in the year 2020 or 21. So this is about the total gross value added. In that they will what they will do, they will ask agriculture. And in trends in agriculture, we usually think, because of the common accepted view, that agriculture is in decline. So agriculture will always decline. No, see, always, not always it is declining. So GDP is not always improving, and agriculture is not always declining. But see this, in 2014 decline, but a small, see, there is a change here. This is agricultural growth. This green line, if you see, it is agricultural growth. And if you happen to see, in the times of COVID, industries have gone down, or the growth in industries have gone down, growth in services sector have gone down, but agriculture had performed well. Agriculture had performed decently well. So this is the trend, you have to note it down, please. Next, so this is useful for mains as well as for your prelims as well. So this is gross value added, that is percentage of agriculture percentage of agriculture in GDP. Let us assume that percentage of agriculture in GDP, percentage of industry in GDP, percentage of services sector in GDP is very, very important. I have all the three in separate slides, but what is the percentage of agriculture in GDP or gross value added? If you ask me, it has been constantly around 18%. This is the point. So it is around 18% is what you should know. So nearly 50% of the population in India are dependent on agriculture. So 50% of the population are depending on 18% of the gross value added or GDP. That is a large section of the population are dependent on agriculture. In that agriculture, let us see, when you are reading something, read with some concentration. In that agriculture, what are all the things are there? Agriculture, crops, livestock, forestry, fishing. All these four actually are agriculture. So how do they calculate this GDP means they are, or gross value added means, these four sections they take. In these four sections, how much? So crops actually contribute at least 10%. In livestock contribute 5%. And then forestry and aquaculture contribute 1.2, totally 17 to 18%. So this is what you should know. Next, see again, trends in rice and wheat crops. So trends in rice and wheat crops, this is a graph given in economic survey. That is what I said, they keep asking this trend. So this trend is, for example, see this from 2015 to 2019, 2020, you can actually extrapolate. But this is rice. Rice is produced for, this is million tons. So around 110 million tons. And wheat is produced 90 million tons, which was at that time, see at that time, this is 2015, but gradually wheat is increasing, see this. But in the sense that somewhere, see what the questions will be in prelims is that they are increasing drastically, they will give, or the word they will or decreasing drastically. No, see this, they are gradually only increasing, and here there is a stabilization, again a small increase, again this is graph. See, you don't have to remember the numbers. See here 110 million tons, and here nearly 100 million tons. This and all you don't have to remember. If you are remembering, it is very great for writing mains answer. When I used to write mains answer, I used to mug up all these data and I used to write. So I used to have this column in while writing mains answer writing. After the prelims, I'll tell you all these tricks and all. But in prelims, we have to note these trends. In rice, what is the production? So see this, it is not a gradual, it is a gradual increase only, not a complete increase. And when I am teaching, or when we are seeing this in economics, it is your duty to go to geography NCERT and see the cropping pattern in India. Cropping pattern, what is wheat or what is rice cultivation? For example, rice needs above 100 centimeter rainfall, wheat needs less than 75 centimeter rainfall. This is something. Or rice grows in fertile area, Gangetic plains, in delta area. Wheat grows where? You should see all these things. That is what I said. Connection, context based will be a very beneficial thing. When we are seeing this, so production is this much, you go and check what is the cropping pattern for rice and wheat. Next, and this is the key. See, this is what this is in rice and wheat also. I do not want to have any or I don't think any questions might come. But see this, pulses and oil seeds, they are asking completely, always they are asking. See, pulses last time they asked, 2 years ago I think they asked. Pulses import they asked. But see this is pulses, this is pulses. Pulses have been in since 2015, pulses have been increasing, but see they are also decreasing. The production has decreased. See, in the point that you should know. See, pulses, we will assume that yes, pulses, there is a pulses program, okay, improving pulses and oil seeds program is there. We will assume that it is increasing completely. But Anna, see this, check this. This year, same way, this is oil seed. Same way, oil seed. Next slide, I will give you one question which they have asked in prelims. I will show you the question also. So see this, the oil seeds also has actually decreased in a smaller sense, or it has actually, oil seeds have become or they have not completely increased, they have actually plateaued. So from 2016 to 2019, they have plateaued. They have increased, they have plateaued. But pulses have increased and they have decreased. See, in the Madri things, you should, how do you remember all this means? Remember the logic. Same way in the case of rice and wheat, they have increased not substantially but gradually. They have not decreased. They have not decreased. But here pulses have increased and decreased. Same is the case with oil seeds. And cotton is also important. Cotton is also important. Cotton has increased, and again see this. In 2018, all has decreased. All have decreased. Oil seeds have actually maintained their status, but pulses have decreased, cotton has decreased. So in a period of 10 years, let us assume their questions will be period of 10 years, what has been the production will be the question. And this is the question they asked. Last 10 years, they asked last 10 years, that is from 2000, let us assume 2000, last year question, 2010 to 2020, import of edible oil, this is what they ask. You go check 2020 question. Import of edible oil has increased substantially, they say. Increased. But Anna, see this is import of edible oil. See the pattern. See the pattern. In the year, in this year, so they have increased from 2000, let us assume from here, okay, let us assume even it is increasing, okay, even it is increasing. But in this year, see this year, they have decreased, right? They have decreased. Here they have decreased. So it is not completely increasing. So you have to remember, import of edible oil is increasing. Okay, import of edible oil is increasing. But it is not completely increasing. Okay, completely not increasing. Crude palm oil, what are all the things we are importing? Crude palm oil. See, palm oil has decreased here. Palm oil has decreased here. Sunflower oil has decreased here. Soybean oil has decreased here. Sunflower oil has substantially or slightly decreased here. So what is the highest import if they ask? So they will ask what is the highest import in edible oil. It is crude palm oil. So it is the highest we are importing. See this, crude palm oil. So this will be the question. Next, this is key. I think this key program you should know. It has been announced in this year or 2020. So what is this? Agricultural Infrastructure Fund. We will immediately, the questions what they will, I will tell you the question what they will ask. But what is this means? Agricultural Infrastructure Fund, farm gate infrastructure. You are making an infrastructure for agricultural purposes, but what they will say is that they will say that it is a short term loan. So in the question eppadi kepanga, they will say that agriculture infrastructure loan or short term loan. Inga da you should know it is medium to long term loan. It is not for short term purposes. Last 2020 they asked Kisan credit card scheme. Kisan credit card scheme la pathina, it is a short term loan, but there they gave it as long term loan. In the statement wrong. Same way here, agriculture infrastructure fund, they will give you it is a short term fund, but it is a medium to long term. Medium to long term fund for viable projects for post harvest management. This is post harvest management, that is building cold storage, community. See inge paranga, community farming assets. So for storage purposes, many are getting wasted, right? For storage purposes, they are creating this loan, and who they are giving? See this, they are giving to cooperative societies, farmer produce organizations, self-help groups, farmers, elargo. See, everyone they are giving, but it should be a post harvest community farming asset or for infrastructure purposes. See, this is not short term loan. They will ask. They will ask the key thing. This will mean. Next, again, share of agricultural commodities in total value of agri export. That is, so this graph was given what and all we are exporting in agriculture. So I found it. So this data, if you, it is actually not an important, very important, but this data please keep in mind. So the highest we export in agriculture, if they ask you agriculture, what we export the highest. So we usually think rice and wheat maybe, but in agriculture means, if they say agriculture means, it is marine products. 20% of our agricultural based export, 20% of the agricultural based export is marine products. Next, basmati rice. Next is basmati rice, and the subsequent thing. But this, please remember this. And next, this is very, 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 very important. Minimum support price. They have asked this question several times. So see, you have to know this. Minimum support price, who gives it? Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. They only recommend it. This you should know. They recommend this. This is very, very key. Who recommends MSP is Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. And what and all they recommend. See, this information you should know. You should know, because they have asked this many times. See, they are giving MSP for what and all crop, you should know. It is for 23. See this. It is for 23 commodities. This was asked. Please note it down. In this, what you should do means, it is now your duty to go into geography book and see what is kharif and rabi crop. What is the difference between these two? This is a question in geography, but this is a question in economics. Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices, they give for 23 commodities, 7 cereals. This is important. 7 cereals: paddy, rice, wheat, maize, sorghum, pearl millet, barley, ragi. So barley, ragi, 5 pulses. 5 pulses. In the pulses, see, cereals, pulse, they give MSP for pulses, cereals, oil seeds, and 4 commercial crops. See the Veno. See, gram, tur, moong, urad, lentil, 7 oil seeds, what and all, you please check. And for 4 commercial crops also, they give it for copra, sugarcane, cotton, jute. So in the sense that they give for 4 commercial crops also. We usually think only it is for rice and wheat, but they give it for cereals, they give it for pulses, they give it for oil seeds. Oil seeds enna parunga. And when I am saying this, it is your duty to check geography NCERT, what is kharif and rabi crop, what is this cropping pattern. It is important to see. Okay, next, see this minimum support price. So now here it is even more visible. Please look at it. This minimum support price is recommended. See, recommended for 23 commodities, 7 cereals. See, this you should know. 5 pulses, 7 cereals, 7 oil seeds, 4 commercial crops. Remember this. This was asked in 2019 question paper. You can go check it. They have given this explicitly. They have given the list of crops, and have asked for which MSP is given, and on basis of what the MSP is determined. So next, you should know. This is very, very key. On what basis MSP is decided by this commission means, it is based on demand and supply, cost of production, price trends in market, intercrop parity, trade between, terms of trade. This will be asked. Terms of trade between the minimum of 50% margin over the cost of production, likely implication of MSP on consumers of that product. Likely, see, they will also take in effect what effect MSP is going to have on consumer as well. This was asked in prelims. How MSP is decided, these 7 factors based on which only MSP is decided. You have to know this. And see, again, next important question, who decides MSP means, see, you should know this Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices recommend. It is mandated to recommend. This word, they recommend, then they will do. who decides na, see this cabinet committee, இதுதான் prelims question. They will say that cabinet this commission for agriculture costs and prices decides in. No, it is recommending. Idan word recommending. Idan prelims they will keep asking. They are recommending, but it is decided by cabinet committee on economic affairs headed by the prime minister. Idan key. Headed by the prime minister, economic committee, in the cabinet committee on economic affairs. Please look at it. Okay. And they give it MSP for both. And next prelims question will be only for kharif crops. No, they give it for rabi as well. See this, they are giving it for rabi as well. When you are reading this, can you not see these are all kharif crops? What are all rabi crops? Because one time they asked cotton vandu kharif or rabi, and they asked the question. Cotton is a kharif crop. See this, cotton is a kharif crop. And you should know what in prelims we see, when they ask a question, let us assume they will say highest MSP is for paddy or rice. We will assume yes, because we think that for rice only they give highest MSP. No, see this, they are giving highest MSP for moong, urad. This is pulses la. For pulses the highest, and for oil seeds also. See this, highest கொடுக்குறாங்க இங்க பாருங்க, குவிண்டாலுக்கு 6000 rupees 7000 rupees they are giving. But for rice it is around 2000 only, okay, for a quintal. So again next, this is rabi crop. Rabi crop is also very important. Wheat, barley, gram. See what and all rabi crop. This is very very important. What is rabi crop, what is kharif crop? Please look into geography. And if you see again, wheat it is around 2000 only, okay, 2000 only they are giving. But see this, for gram again, oil seeds and pulses, sunflower oil seeds and pulses, it is around 5000 rupees. And this was asked PM Fasal Bima Yojana, okay, Fasal Bima Yojana. This is a question they asked, and they can ask PM or insurance, crop insurance scheme, PM Fasal Bima Yojana. What they see, it is not, see what coverage, crops covering. See, it is covered for food crops, oil seeds, and also horticulture. Moonume they will say only for food crops this Fasal Bima Yojana is there. No, it is for food crops, oil seed, horticulture, okay. And the question they asked in 2016 or 17, already they have asked one question. What they have asked is that they said that premium for insurance. So if you have insurance now, you have to pay a premium. They said premium is constant, okay. All the crops, it is an insurance scheme for this, but what they said, it is a premium for crops is constant. But ana inga parunga, it is not constant. It is kharif crop ku it is 2%, rabi ku it is 5%, horticulture ku it is rabi ku 1.5%, horticulture ku 5% premium you have to pay. See, the premium is varying. The premium is not constant, but premium is constant. They gave this as a prelims question. And you should know what types of risks are covered. Risks preventing or post harvest losses, everything. Post harvest losses, everything is or see idha question ah kepanga. This Fasal Bima Yojana does not cover localized calamities. It covers only main calamities, they will say. But inga parunga, localized calamities is covered. What localized calamities? Landslide, hailstorm. This was not in the prior insurance scheme. This was added. So post harvest losses, yield losses. Ipo enna loss ku, if see, insurance is when you have a loss they will have to pay. So when you have a post harvest loss they will pay back. Again, localized calamities they will pay back. What they will not pay? Exclusion. See, what happens, they will not pay you the money na. See, any war, nuclear attack, malicious theft, idukella they will not pay back. Any climate based post harvest loss, any storage based post harvest loss, cyclone, flood, all this they will pay back. But any nuclear attack avudhu, riots avudhu, in riot the crops can get damaged, they will not pay you back. In the exclusion idhula irukku, idu renduthiyum paathukonga. Okay, it's prelims. And again, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, idhula what they will ask, this in prelims very very key counting, you please watch this. They will say that it is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi is for small landholders. They will say this, small landholders, but ana inga check pannunga, all landholders family, idan key, all landholder, that is, see, not all landholder family, idan prelims question. That is anyone who has agricultural land, they will be given an amount of 6,000 rupees in an yearly fashion. அதுதான் கிசான் சம்மான் நிதி. This was asked in MNREGA. They said only rural poor. No, all rural தான் MNREGA. Same way இங்கேயும் கேட்பாங்க, only landless, or they will say landless people or small farmers and medium farmers. No, it is for all landholders. So it is for large கூட நீங்க கொஞ்சம் பார்த்துக்கோங்க. Next, see again, this milk production, actually milk production India is number 1. Okay, India is production of milk, India is number 1, and it has constantly increased. Paathukonga, the graph has increased in a National Dairy Development Board. India is number 1 in milk production. And this is for the state, which state produces the highest milk production. Okay, I have had this. See, we usually think it is Gujarat, but no. See, first is Uttar Pradesh, second is Rajasthan, third is Madhya Pradesh, fourth is Gujarat. So in the number nya vechukonga, Uttar Pradesh the first highest producing state of milk, second is Rajasthan, third is Madhya Pradesh, fourth is Gujarat. And again, see, next egg production. See, all this in economic survey. This I took from economic survey now. See, production or from, they say again, trend. What is the trend in this milk and egg production? If you see, they will ask you trend in milk and egg production. You can very well say it has increased. But ana inga parunga, India ranks 3rd in egg production. See, in milk it is first, in egg production it is 3rd. Idu rendu chuma or fact, you have it in your mind, so that will be helpful when you are solving answers. Again, animal husbandry infrastructure. See, we saw agriculture infrastructure development fund. This is animal husbandry infrastructure development fund, incentivizes investment by individual entrepreneurs, private companies, including MSPs and FPOs, for, see, to establish what? Dairy processing, value addition, meat processing, value addition, animal feed plant. See, animal and the crop we had agricultural infrastructure fund. Same way, this is animal husbandry infrastructure fund. So any crop is there, post harvest, how it to take care, adu vandu and the fund. Here it is for animal husbandry. Okay, and this is very very key prelims question. Please check this. Operation Greens. What is Operation Greens means? A scheme for development. See, what will happen is that initially tomato, onion, potato, top, okay, top. When the price goes low, okay, when the price goes low, this scheme, Operation Greens no scheme, helps in price stabilization. So when the farmer is producing more, price will go low. In order for farmer not getting affected, this scheme will be used for price stabilization. And this scheme will not be used, not meant for intervention during price rise. See, when the price is rising, I will not come inside. Idha neenga purinjukano. The question in prelims will be like this only. When the Operation Greens, when it will come na, when the price is low, when the price is high, I will not do anything. When the price is low, that means production has increased in a fast fashion. So I will use this price stabilization mechanism for storage, for transport, for helping them get their value. This is Operation Greens. Second most important, this is first. Second most important thing you have to know. Now post COVID, this scheme has been extended from, first it was for 3 only top crops. Now for all for next 6 months notified, so for all vegetables and fruits they have earlier only 3, okay, now they have extended it, okay. And Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. Sampada, what is the Sampada Yojana? Na? For mega, see all this. So mega food parks, cold chain, agro processing centers, backward, see Operation Greens. All this under Sampada is comprehensive. So Sampada Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Sampada Yojana, all this you are doing. Okay. Next, ethanol blending. So how now? What is the prelims will be? What percentage? See 10%. Now ethanol blending with petrol, now 10% 2022. They are aiming in 2030 20%. 20% இன்னும் ஆவல, now only 10%, ஓகேவா. இதை வந்து டார்கெட் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க in 2022, and now you are supposed to go and see how ethanol is produced. 2020 this was a question. How ethanol is produced in India? What are the constituents they are using? We know sugar mills and molasses based ethanol will be there, but other things, see every rice, any feedstock can be used for making ethanol. This will be about the so comprehensive. Last year 2020 was about agriculture, very key area, and hence I concentrated on that in this first video. In the next video we will see the subsequent things. So if you have anyone has not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and please do like it, and please do use this information for clearing prelims. And you can also suggest me in your comments as to what other things you need for clearing this prelims, and I would be very happy to make such videos. Thank you.